Welcome back to my channel. By the way, happy Valentine's Day. I hope y'all have, good Valentine's Day, whether you have a partner or not. Because at the end of the day, self-love is the best love before you can love anybody else. Honestly and truly. So, I'm gonna do a get ready with me. I did one before on my channel and it did like extremely well, except I wasn't going anywhere. Secondly, my face was burned as hell because that was the year that I was like experimenting on different like facial products and stuff like that, DUIs and stuff like that. And then thirdly, like it was like way before. It was like the first day, like not even the first, I think like a month after I got the whole tripod set up, whatever. I didn't know how to like really do it and the whole lighting stuff. So now I went to, this is more updated. This is more like after the schooling and all that stuff, like we're gonna like give what's supposed to be given. And no, I did not wake up. I literally have my hair slicked up with a dysfunctional bun. So we're gonna do our makeup and then do like a planned photo shoot to post on my Instagram. If you haven't found my Instagram, it's at The Real Dominique. It's always in my about. So just head on over there to see the photo shoot when I'm done, when I'm posted. While I'm doing this look and just like a random ass ramble where you obviously with no glasses, struggling to do my makeup. Not struggling, but like doing the makeup that's more comfortable for me while drinking my favorite smoothie that I made, y'all. I call this the frozen tropical. It's a special drink that I make. It's not one of them healthy ass drinks where like it has like avocado and spinach and Greek yogurt and milk. No, it has some secret stuff that makes it tropical, makes it a slushy, makes it fucking delicious, and makes it just for me. So it's thebomb.com. So I made a big one to drink throughout this whole video so I don't feel dehydrated. On top of that, like the heater is running, so it's really hot, so I'm trying to like really like hydrate my body, cool it down so I can start this makeup look, which is possibly gonna go into a photo shoot or a video if I like the outcome of it. So yeah, get ready with me while I do a makeup look randomly to go nowhere, obviously, because I don't have a date or anything. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like it, give it a thumbs up, share if you care, like, comment, and subscribe. And we're just gonna just get started and talk. So just be prepared. Okay. And I got my mirror to do my eyebrows. So if this is always in my face, just know I'm doing something that is like, where I can actually see what I'm doing, because I got eyesight, but it ain't like crystal clear to be doing all this up closeness in the camera so y'all can see. So let's talk about it. First things first, y'all. I'm using Rihanna's Fenty primer. Does it have any shade? No, it's in soft matte. It's a soft matte pro filter instant retouch primer, and this is the first primer that Rihanna came out with. And I'm also going to be using the first foundation she ever made before she touched that $1 million milestone in the shade. Let me see. This one has no names, but it's the 361, and it's in the shade AF01. That's like the first. But I'll be using a lot of like Fenty products and drugstore makeups, and I'll be like, telling y'all the names and the shades if you care to know. I'm also gonna test out this red eyebrow look that I've been seeing like a lot of people do on Valentine's Day, or just the blues. And normally I'm like a brown and black girl when it comes to my eyebrows, but we're going to experiment and see how it looks. So stay tuned with me. It's gonna take a while. This probably might be a long video, so if get readies with me are not your thing, or like in general, you might want to click out because you'll probably get bored of watching this. Not for real, let's get started. So overall, I hope you guys like enjoy like your Valentine's Day, and I hope your partner has planned like, like a very nice Valentine's Day, like whether it's like the movies or a private restaurant, or if he got like I don't know, Ari Fletcher Celebrity Bank or whatever, or if he's an upcoming rapper. I don't know. I hope you have a very successful Valentine's Day. And even if like you don't have a relationship, I hope you have plans to take yourself on a date, like a self-care date, whether it's like a trip to the spa, or like I don't know, like to the movies, or like a private spot where you, yourself, and I, baby, I hope you are spending that bag on yourself. Like buy yourself some designer, some Fashion Nova, like just something like to treat yourself and feel good. And if you have those type of friends where like they say you're both single and you just want to take each other out, like take turns spoiling each other, whether it's money, a last minute trip to Cancun, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Barbados, Jamaica, like one of those exotic places. Or if it's like even see your man long distance because he flew the hell out, yeah, go exactly do that. Like just have a good ass time, just being swooned, feeling appreciated, feeling loved, or just have like a good time overall. Because, or if you just went through a serious like bad breakup before Valentine's Day, like a month or a week later, and you're kind of just healing and awaiting your bad bitch era like after Valentine's Day, it's okay, boo boo. It's okay. Get to that bag, get to that bag. Get to that bag where you feel like a bad bitch, regardless, just feel appreciated. Like just feel overall you, and don't let a man ever make you feel like you're nothing. Because at the end of the day, how that TikTok go? It was never what? That's serious. Like it was never that freaking serious. So who cares? You know, just do you. Like, have a good time. Even if you got no one to spoil, like I said, spoil yourself. And if you have someone to spoil, whether it's your husband, fiance, bae, or entanglement or fling, I don't know what it is, but just make sure they feel special and appreciated overall. So yeah, so guys, I just finished putting on my primer. As y'all can see, I love Rihanna's primer. Like, Rihanna's primer be having my face have that like morning glow I'm trying to achieve naturally. And some days I get it, and then some days I actually freaking don't, which is so annoying. But you know, you just got it. You just got it, girl. You just got it now. So I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows right now, guys. I really hope I like it, because excuse me, I'll be seeing these red eyebrows on like every like influencer or just like people who are like really good at makeup. So I really hope that it looks good on me to take pictures, or I'm gonna cry. Not cry, but just like, I'm not that easily sensitive, but like get pissed the fuck off, because like I'm over here experimenting, and the experimenting was clearly not for me. Okay, so I'm gonna use red out of this Flamingo palette by Violetta Ross. I think this palette on Dream's channel, her Cloudy Babies, and when she was doing her makeup tutorial, and she promoted this palette, and I was like, show me all like bomb ass colors, and I was like, fuck, like I got to have it. Like, I got to have it. So honestly, I haven't touched any of these in like so long. I only use it like during the summer, but like, y'all see that? Like, all these bomb ass colors. Like, I'm not doing a swatch test, but they look bomb as hell, I know, right? So I'm gonna be using, I'm gonna be trying to use like, let me show y'all. I'm gonna try to use this watermelon shade right here, because I don't want it to be like too dark. I'm gonna mix watermelon with sandals to see how it will look on me. So let's pray for me, because I can't find the brush that I actually do my eyebrows with. Okay, maybe I can use this. I don't know, but it's too thick. I'm trying to find a, like, I had a brush, y'all, that had like the eyebrow angling to style, but I don't know, I feel like after I found the garbage, and ever since then I was like, I'm not picking it up. Like, I'm not gonna sit down and wash it and use it. So look at the little heart. Hold on, actually, finally that liquid liner is actually gonna benefit me for once, y'all. Like, for real. Okay, but like, back to the random conversation. So I really like Valentine's Day, okay? Despite that I was not the girl that was getting all the like cute Valentine's Day cards. I wasn't the girl that was getting like, oh yeah, I can have one, never mind, I found one, I forgot I got one, I bought one so long ago, yay. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I love Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna get to why in a minute. Even though I wasn't the girl that was, even though I wasn't the like the really popular girl that was like getting all the sweet up notes from these guys. It's light as fuck. Okay, this is like way too light, and I don't know if I have any other reds. Okay, so let me continue. Even though, okay, this is more better. Even though, so I'm gonna switch from the tropical palette to the, where the fuck is that spreadsheet? Okay, I'm gonna switch from, oh, here it is. It's so freaking clear. I'm gonna switch from the summer palette, guys, that I told y'all about for now, to my fall palette from Essence. I don't know how long ago this came out, but it's the Spice Up Your Life one that has all the cute pigmented swatch colors. Maybe to wet my brush, I don't know, but it's coming out way too light. It's way lighter than I actually visioned it in my damn sleep. Okay, anyway, so back to what I was saying. I love Valentine's Day, despite the fact that I wasn't the girl that got all the, like, you know, like the big up Valentine's Day things. Like, fuck, wrong brush I freaking sprayed. Ah, okay, like I was saying, even though I wasn't the girl that got all the, like, big Valentine's Day cards, or I wasn't the girl that got a whole bunch of Valentine's Day cards on, like, a special boy, or just someone, all the blues, okay, that's much better. All the blues that, like, freaking admitted to saying that I like you, or you're actually really cute. You know, that's fine. Like, it's cool. Like, I wasn't that girl, so I can't even, like, sit here and say, I can't even sit here and, like, freaking cap to y'all, because that's not what it was. Like, I was never that girl. Like, I wasn't got Valentine's Day cards or anything. I just liked dressing up like it was freaking Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like dressing up. So, despite not getting, like, the big bucket bando bag of whatever Valentine's Day cards, or bundle, or packages, or combo, or however the hell you want to say it, I definitely dressed up for Valentine's Day. Like, I definitely did. Like, I ain't gonna lie. So, when I was younger, I'm putting out all my business. But when I was younger, my mom had bought me this Valentine's Day set, okay? I don't have it where, like, I can actually sit here and show y'all, but just imagine, like, it was like heart clip-on earrings, and then it was a heart necklace with, like, the plastic beads and, like, the iconic Valentine's Day colors, red and white. And then same thing with the bracelet. It was like a whole, like, Sailor Moon moment. And I was definitely thriving off of it. Like, I kid you not, I couldn't wait. Anytime Valentine's Day appeared, I couldn't wait to wear it. And I definitely had the outfit to go along with it. And no, it did not come with an outfit. It was just me improvising and styling myself with all the faith in the world, hoping that it would go accordingly to plan, which it always did. Well, in my view, it always did. So I had that set going on for me, like, thrivingly. And I loved it. So I was one of those girls that came to school with that, with the bubbles in my hair, the clips to go along with it, and etc. to go along with it. And that's how I came to school. Like, I came to school with that, and then I believe, that's cute. And I believe my stepdad was the one that, or was it my mom? One of them had me invest in giving Valentine's Day cards with everyone's name on it and bring it to school. Now, if I could go back in time, really and truly, if I can go back in time, I would slap the fuck out of myself. Like, the younger version of myself. Because, and then again, it's just like, you know what? Just I should have just let myself live a little, but and kill them with kindness. But here's why I should have like literally like never done what I did and just slapped the hell out myself and all those kids for Valentine's Day. Okay, I'll tell y'all why. I was being bullied, and I was being bullied for like the simplest things in a manipulative ass way. Like, I kid you not, like I should have not been an ass kisser. And I'm being honest with y'all, I was a very big ass kisser. Back in my like not like my high school days, like my, you know, not preteen, like, you know, like grade 1 to grade like 6, 7, and probably 8. But the littler years mattered more. And let me tell y'all why. I should have never been an ass kisser back then, or just like never gave a. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut on this channel. I should have never gave a fuck about those kids, or even entertaining them with a Valentine's Day card or any type of trick or treats, because I'm wasting $1 on a package of Valentine's Day cards, knowing that these kids in my school did not give two rats asses about me whatsoever. They only literally cared about me when I had McDonald's. When McDonald's had those chicken snack wraps, bitch, my dad had this thing where like he would like literally buy me them like almost every Friday for school or before we go to school, because they ran out of like cooking ideas and I started like disliking stuff slowly as like the years went on. So like they'd buy me chicken snack wraps when they were like cool and like a thing back then, and everyone wanted one on Fridays, but their parents were just like, we got food in the house, you're not gonna waste our money. So I was the only one that had it, and I had like, I don't know if I had like 2 or 4, but I had like I wouldn't say a few, because I was fat as fuck and didn't really care, but about like my health or well-being, like it wasn't like a thing to me. But I had, let's just say I had like maybe like, I don't remember, for like short-term memory's sake, I would say like I generally had like 2. Like I literally had like 2 in my bag, like 2 for lunch with like maybe like a juice, like a juice, and like a drink to go to school. And that was the only time, I kid you not, those kids would like talk to me. Like literally that's the only time they would actually talk to me. Like they would literally be like only time to talk to me. And then when like, y'all remember when Scholastics was like a thing, and then when that one kid made like this one book or something cool that was trending, everyone and their mama wanted to get it and they couldn't get it because they didn't have a job, or like their parents were just like not trying to waste money right now, they were trying to like invest or whatever. So my dumbass felt like, okay, maybe if I get this one specific thing, until this day, I kid you not, I still have the 2 items that were trending on Scholastic that everybody wanted in middle school. I still have it to this day. And I had to buy one of them, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. And like, literally, like, when I finished. So literally, so there was things trending, and everybody and their mama wanted to like get it because it was trending. And Scholastic days, I don't remember how long you had to like actually buy whatever you wanted, but like I was like a big fan of Scholastics, and I wanted to do everything I wanted to do to get anything that was trending, including stuff that I wanted. So I literally felt like, well, maybe if I get this, no, maybe if I get this item that's like really trending for this period of time, they will fucking like me. Like, they will actually stop the bullying, and they would actually like me, and they'll actually give a fuck about me. Whew, child, my butterflies, boy, was I wrong. Cause that only lasted for like a day or two, I believe, like a day or two after I got the trending item, and the teacher had it delivered to the school, and she would hand them out when they were delivered to the mailbox in the mailbox room downstairs in the vice principal and principal's office. When I got it, I was really trending. I wouldn't say trending, but I kid you not, for that, just for that one class only of popularity, I gained that momentum. And then for some reason, all them bitches, yo, I kid you not, I kid you not, y'all, all them bitches suddenly fucked with me. Like, I don't know why, but suddenly they all fucked with me and wanted to put their names in my book. So let me tell you exactly what book it was. So let me just tell you, like, the baby years didn't count, but in middle school there was this popular book that every girl wanted to get, and it was literally the Me, Myself, and I book. Like, it was a quiz. Like, let me tell you the book. Okay, the book was black, small. It was like a diary-ass book, and it had a picture of preteen girls like moi at the time, and it had a bunch of quizzes, and it was a book where you and your friends would fill out to see if you guys were compatible with each other, talk about your crushes, talk about boys, like the stuff you get in like teen magazines, which I was dearly for heaven life obsessed with back then too, when it came to dating advice and boys. It was in that book. So I took that book. I feel like at the time I took that book as like the professional CEO version of those stupid quizzes in those magazines to see if you're compatible or what type of person you are. And I kid you not, I depended on those magazines for my identity, for who I was and what I liked based on results. So it was one of those books, and it was very popular for some reason. I don't remember the exact reason why it was popular, but just know everyone and their mama, no, I don't know, mama, every girl in that school wanted that one particular book, and I believe it was expensive. Like, it was a very expensive book. Like, it was like a really expensive book, and nobody could afford it but little on me, because I had a stepdad that generally gave a fuck about my happiness. So I went home. I don't remember the details, but all I remember, I went home, I told my stepdad that I wanted the book, and I don't know. I don't feel like I had to do odd jobs for the book. Just knew that your girl got it. Like she got the money in, she got the order in, and she bought the book. And like I believe it took like 2 weeks to come. I forgot how scholastics work. Does it take like, for anyone that was like in the scholastic era, do y'all remember how long it took for like a scholastic to get once you ordered it? Because I'm sitting here thinking like maybe it came in like 2 weeks, but it probably took, the scholastic probably did say how long it's going to take for you to get your little order. But let's continue. So I got that book, they gave it to me, and all you hear is like a whole bunch of whispering about the fact that I got the book. And I don't know why, but my young and dumb self ate that whisper up. Like I ate it the hell up. Like I was like, damn, like now they're all gonna be my BFFs because I got the book that everybody wants, and I'm the only one that could afford it. So I'm the only one that got it. Now I'm gonna be fucking popular. Like I'm gonna be that bitch. Like I'm gonna be that bitch, that head bitch in charge. I'm gonna be popular. I'm gonna be like that girl. Whoo, child, boy, was I wrong. Oh, not even that, I was wrong as hell. They only came up, like, the moment they saw that I had the book, they took the opportunity to literally just write their names in my book and act like they was my best friend. And then write who I liked and stuff. Like, basically smiled in my face until, like, all the pages were folded up and I didn't have a page to myself. And when I realized, y'all, what was actually like going on, fuck, was I pissed. Like I couldn't even cry about it, y'all. Cause I was like, yeah, this is definitely my fault. Looking back at it, I shouldn't have been so dumb and naive. Cause like, but I was young, so how was I gonna know when people hated me or liked me? Like, it was even before haters became an actual word. But literally, I felt like crap. Literally, like afterwards, cause I'm just like, I literally sat there and was like, damn, I thought y'all was my peoples and y'all were about to be my friends, but the whole time y'all just came up to me, not even to apologize. Y'all came up to me to just write your names in my book like we were BFFs. Like, oh my shit. Like, literally, like, I was just like sitting there like, damn, y'all, they're getting my BFF now. The way they were coming at my little punishment section, which I told y'all in my story time about my first love and how that even happened, like, they were the reason why I even got to that position to sit beside the sped kids. Or I don't want to say sped, what's the nice way to say, like, the disabled, okay, oh my god, it's just really like, oh my god, how do I even say, okay, the kids that just don't know no better, basically, because they're like a little like challenged in that department. I don't know how to say it without like sounding like a bitch, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, so basically they were all coming up to me literally like they're my friend, writing their name in my book and putting their names on different places, literally. So for example, if the inside of the book had a place where it says best dress and best prettiest, they wouldn't even put my name, literally. Because I didn't even know about fashion back then, but they literally put their name in that section of the book until it was filled up. And I don't even know if I stood up for myself back then. I don't even know if I stood up for myself and was like, y'all really shouldn't sit here and put your name in my book, knowing damn well we're not BFFs, we're not friends, and I ain't never been to a sleepover at any of y'all houses because y'all don't fuck with me like that. But they did until the book was filled the fuck up. And then I realized, then like, I'm gonna say like a month, like literally when I got like expelled from that school, I got the same book from my mom, but from a friend for my birthday, and it was completely empty. And it was like when I was gone from that school and expelled, that's when I filled it up with like my high school friends, I believe. I think I still have it. But I filled it up with little facts about me back then, and then I filled it up with like my high school friends. When I mean high school friends, I mean like friends that I started off with when I was in grade 9, literally like grade 9, who I'm no longer friends with at all. So yeah, so literally that was like the gist of it. And then I just felt like, for some reason, I don't know why I felt like this, but I literally felt like I had to please all their asses to fit in. Like I was not even being myself. I was buying like the scholastics that I didn't even want, but just to get with them to fit in their circle, knowing damn well, knowing damn well, but I didn't know back then, but knowing damn well that they didn't fuck with me at all. They didn't like me at all. They just liked me when I had the shit that they couldn't afford. And when I got it, they would want to ass kiss the fuck out of me to write their names or whatever, and my ass would fall for it. Like, I kid you not, like I would fall the fuck for it, because you know that's how young and dumb I was. I would fall for it. And if I could go back in time, I would literally go and hug my younger self and be like, no bitch, like don't let them do this, like beat their asses, fight all of them. But let's be real here, I couldn't fight back then. And I'm not trying to doubt myself, but I highly doubt like I would have won a fight back then, because the teacher, I feel like the teacher's one, like the science teacher I had that I told y'all about in our story time, she favored them more, even though she hated the class itself. Like, she would peep what was going on, and before like she took up for me, she took up for them and made it seem like I was a threat, when the whole time I really wasn't trying to be a threat. I was just, all those tantrums and like all those violent tantrums I was throwing, where I was throwing stuff, picking up chairs and desks and throwing it at them, when I reached like my peaking point, had all their asses going and like running to, and then the science teacher telling them, oh, y'all go to this end of the classroom, and they're all screaming and giggling like it's a freaking joke. And me like sick and tired of all their asses, I'm over here like throwing like desk and table and chair, and before she's like yells at them, she's over here yelling at me and making it seem like I'm a danger to society, or like I'm a danger to them, when the whole time they were like bullying the fuck out of me. Like, I hate those teachers that play coy and act like they don't know what the fuck is going on. And then the person that's being bullied, they make it seem like they're the problem, and all in reality, they were I wasn't the problem, they was. And they were not doing shit about it whatsoever. Like, they was not. But, excuse me, before I continue, I just used the, CoverGirl, loose mineral powder in the shade 400 Tan Ochre. You can find this at your locals, Drug Mart, Amazon, CoverGirl website if it's not discontinued for some odd reason whatsoever, but that's where you can find it if you're interested in a certain like powder, or you want to change a powder and experiment different ones. You should definitely go invest in that. And this is not a sponsorship, I'm just letting y'all know, like, it's a good ass damn powder. I've been using it for so long. It's lasted me for like years, and you should probably go get your hands on it, if you're interested. So anyways, so to the point where like I got expelled for no reason, and I feel like I got expelled for no reason, and then these kids actually started playing with my emotions too, like my love emotions. The fact that nobody was sticking up for me, like when I say nobody, or they probably were, but they were doing it behind the scenes, instead of like in my face, how I would have loved for it to happen. Like, to feel like I had some sort of rescuer to save me. Yeah, I would have loved that, but it was behind the scenes shit or whatever. So let me tell y'all about one of the times where like they basically played my love life, or my little romance period, in my face and joked about it and whatever. So let me tell about my little like phases. So back then, how I'd be interested in a guy is like in grade school is where like I would like you for like the simplest reasons, like the reasons you see in movies where like a girl would love a guy because he has curly hair, or a guy would love a girl because a girl would love a guy because, or have a crush on him because he's the most popular guy in school, or because he can skateboard, or because he can ball, or because he can dress well. Like, you know those movies where like the girl would fall in love with a guy for like no apparent reason, and you don't understand why they like the guy whatsoever, because he's a total asshole, or he's not even that cute. Ding ding ding. So I would like guys for like the dumbest thing. Like, I would like a guy for being cute, literally. Like, I wouldn't even know you or anything, I would just fall in love with like your facial features, or the fact that you were dressed, and I kid you not, you were like the cutest thing to me ever. Like, I would sit there and dream about you, daydream about you, plan our whole entire life in my head, our wedding. I would crush on you, and then my dumb ass would go and tell the same people that bullied me that I liked him. So let me give y'all an example of that specific era. Okay, so I told y'all about Brown, literally in like a detailed that story. So we're gonna tell you about another one. Like, this wasn't supposed to be a story session, this was supposed to be a rambling ass session, but here we go. So there was this boy, I'm not making a story time on him at all, but I'm gonna, for the sakes of this video, we're gonna, because of his name or whatever, I'm gonna call him G. So G was a brown boy, um, a cute brown boy, may I add. At the time, to me, he was like fetchingly handsome. And what made him cute to me was because he had the Justin Bieber cut. Like, when I say the Justin Bieber cut, I mean like when Justin Bieber was young and cute, when he had that little swoopy hair going on for him, versus now that he's married. Um, every girl was obsessed with that hairstyle. So he had that going on for him, and he was just cute, and he had like the 2000 era swag going for him, like the really baggy clothes, the baggy look, like it was really cute. So I have this best friend. I'm gonna call her, well, her name was similar to the TV show that we all know now as Dora the Explorer, but she never watches my shit, but I highly doubt she watches my shit, but we're gonna just call her Dora. So me and Dora were like BF, like, oh my god, I can't remember. So my first day of like middle school at the Pacific Middle School, me and her automatically clicked. Until she, to this day, I don't understand why, but she just stopped being friends with me with this other girl, and she just like disassociated herself with me. Like, I don't know what they told this girl. They probably told her like, this girl is a loser, this girl is so ugly, she's weird, you don't want to hang out with her, you don't even want to associate yourself with this girl, because your middle school reputation might be ruined. Whatever they told this girl, it worked, because this girl changed her seating plan, and she just stopped being friends with me. And I was like, I don't know if I was pissed, excuse me, or like I was angry, but she just stopped being friends with me. And I feel like that at the time shattered my whole world, because I genuinely liked her, and she like, me and her had the exact same like style at the time, and I really felt like she was like my breakthrough era. Like, we wouldn't be judged or anything, because me and her had the exact same like extra like not RuPaul Drag Race extra, like not Harper from Wizard Waverly Place extra, like an in between of like that. So like Raven Simone or Simon, however she said you spell her name, but that Raven Simone era, like it was a mix of that and Harper. And if you can't imagine that in your head, then, or imagine that combo in your head, like that was a mixture of us. Like, she was the Raven, and I was the Harper mixed with the Raven Simone, because most of my clothes were like yarn made or whatever. So, and my mom had this thing where like she would not let me choose for myself, or like she would like use her versa card and say you can choose for yourself, and then make me feel bad for like choosing whatever the fuck I wanted to wear. So basically, I was pissed because like she just listened to everybody else when back then, like she does to everybody else, and she just stopped talking to me. And I'm just like, girl, we really clicked. Like back then it was easy for me to click with everybody, but now I'm just like sketchy and typical. But I clicked with people so easily, like it wasn't even a second thought. Like, if we clicked, bitch, we clicked. Like, we were two peas in the pod for like the first 2 weeks of school, and then she dropped me. So let me tell y'all. So I ended up having a big crush on G, and then how they would do it was they would purposely like joke with me to figure out like who I had a crush on. So I honestly feel like it was a game. Like, they literally played it with my emotions. Like, they literally would like, and I was so dumb to see it too, but I was young, dumb, and like oblivious to everything, and not like Not like where it's the irritating oblivious because it's right in front of your face. It's like I was really oblivious. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I really thought they were all my friends. They were trying to, you feel me? But that really wasn't the case. So they would pretend to be my freaking friend. Like they would come up to me and be like, hey, da 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 da, like those are my government, and they'd be like, who do you like? Or like, do you have a crush on anyone? And I would say the name. This is not about G. This is not about G right now, but I'm just saying, like, they would do that, and then they would tell the person, and then the person would make, they have a whole joke about the person. And every time me and that person had a class together, which was like one little class, they would come up and tell me lies about how G was talking about you last night, and how he said this, and there was like no proof of anything. And they were like, he told you to go talk to him or whatever, and my dumb ass would go and like do that stupid weird thing that they told me to do just to look like a freaking idiot at the end. Like, to this day, I really wish I could go back in time and whoop both their asses, or teach my younger self how to be ass, because baby, that was not it. Let's go back to G. So it was snowing this day, and by then I try to, like, once I learned that shit, I don't think I did it discreetly, but I was really feeling G to the point where, like, it was snowing and you could go anywhere you want. So the boys obviously went into the part of the school that caught the most snow, which was the track field, where they let us do gym, and where boys would play soccer when it was raining because it was more safer. Well, they just like the mud, basically. So that part was for the snow, and because I was the freaking outcast of the damn school, I went there to write G's government in the snow. Now, I didn't know I was being followed like a freaking stalker, but I was followed by this white girl, this little black, okay, the white girls, oh my god, the white girls that want to be black so bad type of girls who did her edge and everything, all that, because she had like black friends or whatever. So she followed me, and I was just finishing writing G's name in the snow, and she saw it, and all you hear is, ooh, I'ma tell him, and my ass is hurrying up in snow, like hurrying up to erase the name, and she's like, I'ma tell him, and then by the time I erase it and I come out of that deep end of snow with my hefty small self, she already told him, and he looking at me like a freaking weird stalker. So I was like in my head, I should be like, oh fuck, but I didn't. Like, for the life of me, like, y'all, I did not. Like, I was so embarrassed, and he was like creeped the fuck, like, I feel like he was creeped the fuck out by it too. Like, he didn't even take it as a romantic gesture. He took it as like, damn, this weirdo is writing my name in the freaking snow like a weirdo, and she's big, and I don't even like her like that. So yeah, so they did that, and then eventually, like, fast forward to eventually the whole school knowing that I had a crush on G, to the point where, like, they had G date D, okay? And me and D were already on the outs. Like, it was already beef, like unknown beef, okay? And I didn't even know anything about D and G hooking up, or D even liking her or whatever, or having a crush on her, to be exact. But let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, so from my memory, the whole school knew that I liked G, okay? And they have, when I say have no loyalty, like no loyalty. They don't have to be loyal to me because we weren't really friends. But it's the fact that they knew I liked G. They hooked G up with D, made sure I was around, and D looked at me. I kid y'all not, she looked at me, y'all, and she kissed G right in front of my freaking face. Yo, when I say I was freaking pissed and baffled, bitch, I was hurt and baffled. And this was the day, like, it was like a week later when the snow started clearing down. It was like, you know, going down, and like it was snowing or whatever. And like it turned into rain, and then the rain was like mucky, whatever. And they don't let us go outside when it's like pouring rain. We have recess inside, that type of school. So when the rain settled down and they actually let us know like y'all gonna be able to be going back outside for recess, I was happy as fuck. So that's when that happened. And then I was pissed as fuck. So I looked at her and I was pissed, y'all. Like, like when I say I was pissed, like I literally wanted to like hurt her. Like all I seen was red. Like I wanted to hurt her. I wanted to hurt the white girl, I believe at the time. Like all I saw was red. R-E-D. Like all I saw was red. I really wanted to hurt the girl. So she was over like like she over there laughing like something was funny. The fact that she hooked up with the boy that I liked, that she knew for a fact that I liked, because the whole school, not the whole school, that whole particular grade knew I freaking liked him. So she knew, like when I say she knew, y'all, like she knew, like she knew. So she hooked up with him in front of my face and they kissed. I got pissed. I chased her around. This is a terrible heart, but you know what I'm trying to do, y'all. She hooked up with him. While I was there, I got pissed, y'all. And I chased her around the second soccer field that they used in gym. And long story short, I ended up breaking my ankle. Okay? I ended up breaking, it was crappy as hell, but work with me, guys. So I literally ended up twisting my ankle during that whole segment, and then recess was over. Like recess was over, y'all. I was fuming. When I say I was fuming, I was fucking fuming. Like I was pissed. I broke my ankle. I tripped. I was sitting like at least 4 feet away from the soccer thing that they use for gym. 4 feet away from with a broken ankle. I was pissed. I was mad. I was dirty, and I was screaming. And then this one boy, we're gonna call him C. It's not. I use C a lot. We're gonna call him Calvin Klein's. Okay. Calvin Klein's came up to me, I don't know, out of nowhere, and I didn't think it was like genuine like concern or like genuine loyalty, because he came up to me and was like, do you want help? And I was like, I don't know what, I started screaming. I was like, no, I don't want your help. And then he was like, okay. And then he walked away. And then the teachers didn't even like give a fuck at all, y'all. Like they were letting the kids stand in the line, and they were letting the youngest to practically us go inside. So everybody was inside. Everybody, like when I say I was the only kid sitting on that dirty floor, not floor, cement. Like, I was the only kid sitting on that dirty cement out there, rained on the freaking floor. Like, they literally left me there to the point where, like, we're gonna call this nice lady that I looked out for me what she was. We're gonna call her Miss Saved My Life. Like, Miss Saved My Life. So Miss Saved My Life realized that I wasn't in the classroom. I wasn't in the class where I was supposed to be, right? Mind you, I had a phone at this time, but none of the teachers had the number because obviously I was a minor, right? Like, what teacher's gonna call a minor to ask where they at? Like, they ain't my parents. So I guess she realized that I wasn't in class. And, like, it wasn't like I was trying to skip. Like, I had broken my ankle. It hurt so bad that I couldn't get up. These kids knew that my ankle was hurting. They didn't tell no teachers or anything. It was kind of like that scene in The Way of the Water of Avatar. If you haven't watched it, then you should probably skip this part because I'm about to spoil it. There's one specific part. But if you have watched it, then you know what I'm talking about. This part in Avatar where Sully's family, goes through the whole Triumph War, and to the point where they have to, go to a whole nother section in the Avatar realm to protect his family. So they end up going to the native side where their ancestors are to protect his family, whatever, and his kids. And the native kids don't really like him, don't really like their kids or him as that matter, because the native kids grew up way different than they did. They grew up on, like, ancestral vibes, tribal vibes. Like, they work with the elements of the earth versus they work with what's around them and their surroundings. So they end up pretending that they like one of Sully's kids, the preteen ones, and the dad, I guess, tells them to, like, hey, like, go spend time with him because they're gonna be here for a while, so don't complain, go spend time with him. And they basically lead him to his death, to the point where, like, he's fighting for his life with a shark full of bones. And I literally searched up, do sharks have bones? And I just realized that sharks are the one fish, well, from my knowledge, that don't have any type of bones in their body. So I don't know what they chew with, but they don't have any type of bones in their body, and this one did. And that poor boy was fighting for his life. Literally, that's who I can compare it to. They literally left me struggling and fighting and didn't tell a soul. And I feel like they were all on kick or whatever, telling their friends about the whole incident or whatever. So that lady, Miss Nice, my little superwoman, who was white, God bless her soul, I love her. And if I ever see her, unless she passed away and retired or died, if I ever see her, I literally will cry. I'd be like, thank you for, like I really thank her, like, thank you for saving my life and saving, like, me as a human being, you feel me? So she realized that I was not in class. Like, I was not in the next class I was supposed to be, and it was the French class, okay, with Miss T. I'm gonna call her Miss T because I don't remember her name, but she realized that I was not in that class, and she always looked out for me in any class. Even though her job was to mainly, like, look after the disability kids, she looked out for me. So she realized that I wasn't in that class. Like, I was not in that class. And she was genuinely concerned versus even though she was a helper, she was generally more concerned about my well-being than the teachers, who were supposed to be concerned about my well-being, because I'm the student in your class, you should actually be freaking concerned. But instead, you're worrying about popular kids. It's like, did these kids' parents pay you to not give a fuck about me? And be like, they just gave you more of their check. So they say, don't focus on this one little girl who's like really pretty and really nice. Focus on the girl that's like very fun and loving and that has a good heart. You feel me? So, she searched the whole school. Like, I feel like she did. I feel like she genuinely searched the whole school for me, okay? Because she finally came outside and she saw me on the wet concrete floor in pain, and she asked me what happened, okay? I told her what happened, and she was like, you can't get up at all. And I was like, no. So she's like, hold on, I'll be right back. Now here's how our school worked. If you, not the school, the middle school at the time worked. I don't know if I do that now still, but they had a wheelchair, like a wheelchair area in case the disabled kids forgot their wheelchair for the day or it was broken. It's one of those like backup cars that you didn't have to pay for. So she got one and she was like, can you wait right here? I'll be right back. Now our area was fenced, so I didn't have to really worry about like pedophiles or like random people coming through. But who's to say it couldn't have happened during the time that she left? But she made sure to come back like right when I needed her, because she came in a wheelchair and she was like, okay, I'm gonna help you. And she genuinely helped me. Like, she helped me up step by step. She put me in the wheelchair and she's like, I'm gonna get the principal to call your parents and da da da. So she wheeled me into the office section and she was like, wait right here, I'm gonna do my job and report. So she went to the principal, who was a white guy with ginger hair, like extremely ginger hair. And I'll never forget, she went to go report, and the whole time, the kids that like to skip class in middle school were just like roaming the freaking hallways, and they saw me, and they're just seeing my government, and they're like, what happened? What happened? And my ass, I don't know why my dumb ass did this, but I felt like that bitch. Like, I'm over here telling them the 9 to 5. Like, I'm telling them, excuse me, D did this and D did that. And I'm telling them, they're like, oh shit. And they're like, so wait, what happened to your ankle? And I was telling them, like, I got mad and I started chasing her, and she gave me a workout to the point where like my fat ass leg gave up during like the last lap of me actually going to fucking chase her, and I broke my ankle. And then she ran to join the class when the bell rang and everyone left me, and da-da-da-da. And they were like, oh shit. And they're like, are you gonna beat her ass? Like, they're like instigating a fight. And I'm just like, no. I'm like, they're gonna call my parents so I can actually go the fuck home and get it checked out. So what happened was, they called my parents. My dad came to get me. They put me in the wheelchair. Our school had two types of doors. They had like the sliding doors, like the doors that you see in the grocery store, like they make you go in and go out, that move by itself. And they had the physical doors where you have to like actually open for somebody, because it's open by itself by camera. So my dad stepped back in, they wheeled me out, they came to get me. Then, long story short, my mom took me to the x-ray for the pain. I fractured my ankle and I could not come to school. I was on bed rest for a few days. You know, imagine the pain and healing, come back to find out I'm expelled. And Because those kids exaggerated the story to make it seem like I fucking stabbed them or something. And I got expelled. And literally, that is the fiasco of my middle school life. That's what happened. Like, if I could go back in time, I really wish I taught myself to fight and beat their asses. Because the only thing my stepdad did, which I'm grateful for, is taught me to actually, like, he gave me a life lesson to, like, not take hits or don't take disrespect. Because I was taking them hits, bro. And he was like, anyone hits you, hit them back. Just make sure you're not hitting them first or whatever. So I took that life lesson, and girl, I went beyond and above with it to the point where, like, they expelled me for sticking up for myself, and they didn't even want to hear the trauma that I had to go through. They were just like, fuck you, we don't care about you, and we're gonna expel you. And they expelled me. And then yeah, y'all, like, literally that's it. So this is a look. I'm gonna literally put on lip liner from this Amazon brand that I was very sketchy of buying. They're called Nude. Actually, let me not. What is this company actually called? I bought it from Amazon for my birthday. They're called Best Land Matte Liquid Lipstick. I think they're an underrated brand, but I used the lip thing for my birthday to put for my birthday stuff, and they were really dry, really easy, and I hated them. And I was like, for myself, like, I don't think a lip thing is for me, really. But I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to mature, so I'm gonna put on my glasses, get really cute, and like, oh wait, no, I didn't take the powder yet. I'm gonna get really cute and take some photos, some raunchy ghetto photos real quick. So while I'm doing my lip liner, I'm just gonna talk about other stuff, guys. So I really don't even know why I'm single, because I'm like a really good person, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the ideal perfect fantasy for any guy, because not every guy, not every guy's cup of tea. Like, some dudes don't like curvy girls at all, or can't handle curvy girls. So I can't even sit here and say I'm someone's cup of tea. I'm really exploring my options when it comes to dating, because the next partner I'm looking for has to be a major upgrade from spicy. Like, a major upgrade. Like, the shit I went through with spicy, which I know majority of y'all know, and then the fact that he cussed me out and tried to deny any of the things happening, even though he texted me like every single thing. Yeah, we have that. I hate the heart. The heart's ugly as fuck. But yeah, so the next guy I want, I'm looking for specific things from this person. VR spicy. So I've been really like exploring my options. I've been like extremely flirty. Like, and then I'm the type where I'm not afraid anymore to like tell guys like, I want this, I want that, and if I want something, like, I'm gonna go for it. The fuck, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, damn, whatever, like, no, like, if I want something, I'm gonna fucking take it, and if I want to give you something, I'm gonna fucking give it with no regrets, and I feel like I don't give a fuck. And like, I've really been immune to rejection, so I really don't give a fuck whether it works out. Like, I'm the type to where, like, if I'm not getting something out of a relationship, I have no problem in leaving you and forgetting the I love yous and the sweet talks, because at that point, it don't make sense if you're the complete opposite or you're doing something shiesty. You know what I'm saying? You know, if that makes sense. Like, if you're doing something shiesty, I'm wasting my time. Like, you have to know Like, you have to know what you want. Literally, like, you have to know what you want. Like, I already know what I want in my partner. It's just to find it's literally just to find those qualities in that partner. Like, I'm not trying to be like I know how like adventurous I am sexually, and I know how I am and da da da. Like, I don't want a man to, be using me for that. Like, because I'm sexual and because I'm giving you what your last girl didn't give you in the bedroom. Like, no, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be a fetish to no boy that's never had a big girl. If you haven't had that, too bad. But go find somebody that doesn't mind being an experiment, so you get an experience with dating a plus size woman that is going to the gym and losing weight. Go be that. I'm not gonna be experiment, but you know what I will be? I will give you the love that you are not, this love and the support that you don't feel like you were getting from your last relationship. I can give you that, but an experiment, no, sweetie, no, sweetie, no. So I'm literally like, exploring my options and having fun. Like, I'm not really like claiming anybody. If that's what y'all are concerned about, like, why are you not dating? Why are you not in a relationship? Since like spicy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here like just giving anyone the panani in real life, because you know what I'm saying, I know my worth. I'm literally just dating, like, no commitments, no no, none of that. Like, I'm literally just dating and seeing what each person has to offer. And if I like, what they have to offer, like, and if they can make me feel like secure in the relationship to the point where like I don't have to worry about anything. Not that I worry overall, but like I don't feel like second best to you, because one thing about Spicy, I'm gonna tell you the truth. One thing about Spicy is that he always made me feel like second best. Like, I was literally competing against a celebrity that had a whole man, a whole child, and a whole relationship. Like, let me explain to y'all that. So the difference between praising, right, and then praising when you know it benefits you more, so you can actually show the fuck out. Okay. Spicy only praised me around other people that had like relationship issues or like relationship lack. Like, he wasn't praising me the way he would praise Ari. Like, he would say like, the girl is bad, she got a fat booty, don't talk about my girlfriend like that. He do all that aggressive things about her, and he wasn't dating her, he was dating me. She was in a whole different relationship and a whole influencer, and he was doing all that. And then when it came to sexual things, like, I had, I'm a very open sexual person, so I had these ideas, and he'd be like, maybe if you were Ari, then yeah, but you're not, so let's just settle for the regular missionary. Like, no, like, no, like, no, 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 like, not in a million years. No, thank you. Like, no, like, that's what we're not gonna do. Like, that's what we're not gonna do. Like, you're not gonna make me feel like that. Like, I'm sorry. Because I'm Ari, just because I'm not Ari, you're not gonna get an interest in me. Like, you're not gonna do certain things to me. You're not gonna take me out. Like, be for real. Like, yeah, I don't think lip liner to me, but just because I'm not Ari, you don't want to do like certain things with me. You don't want to take me on a date, but you took a random broad, which is random to me because I don't know her. You took a random broad on a date to the movies, and she got pre-lit, and she basically freaking embarrassed you at the movies because she was way drunker. Instead of being pre-lit, she got drunker than expected, and she embarrassed you to the point where like you were on the verge of getting kicked out from the Ajax movie theaters. So it's just, yeah, so it's a whole lot. And then it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've every relationship for me was like, there was good moments and bad moments, and then it just became like a legit learning experience to me. Like, literally, like, I just learned, and I've just really grew. And then there's just certain shit that I'm not gonna participate in. Crap, I'm not gonna let this for me, but like, I haven't matched a lip liner yet, so don't clock me, but there are just certain things that I'm not doing anymore, and certain things that I will do once I feel secure. So don't clock me on it. It's just how I feel personally. And then I'm looking for somebody. Like, I feel secure in myself, so that's never the problem. It's really just, okay, you're on your P's and Q's. You're trying to know me on like a normal basis. It's not just the sex for you or like any of that. I hate the lip, but I love the look overall. So yeah, I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, I don't like it. So like, it's not just the sex for you. It's you actually want to sit down and have a conversation with me, learn me, figure me out, figure out who you are, have a conversation. Just cute. You're willing to get to know me get to know you. I'm meeting you, I'm knowing you on like that one-on-one personal level. Like, there's a lot now I look for in a partner. Like, there's just certain things I'm not gonna do. Like, I'm not giving a man wifey energy or wifey mature energy when he hasn't even shown me anything or made me feel like secure in the relationship that we're in. Like, there's just certain things I'm not doing. If I'm feeling you, then, I have no problems, flirting with you, doing some playfully, like, cute shit, but I'm kind of feeling this. But I kind of like, I'm kind of like new to lip liner, guys, so don't clock me. But there's just certain shit that I'm not doing. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, it's just certain shit like I'm not gonna do. Like I'm not gonna give a man like the whole wifey 9 yards, and he hasn't even shown me like anything. Like he hasn't made me. He didn't really like show any actions to what he's about. Like no loyalty, no nothing. Like none of that. Like come on now, be for real. So like that was just that, and then like on top of that, I'm not saying, well, thankfully I am, because it is all his fault. But Spicy kind of just gave me like a traumatic experience in relationship. Like he's kind of really just showing me like no matter how like, and I'm not saying that I haven't healed from that. I have, but Spicy has really just put like this strain on his shit to me. He literally just showing me like, you know, no matter how many times you love someone, you could look after somebody, like not financially speaking, but like you can really look out for somebody and have their best interests, right? You could really like, you know, go out your way and be like, okay, I'm looking after myself during the pandemic. I'm getting like my zinc up, my nutrient up, like I'm getting all my like, you know, nutrients and stuff together, and like you my man, so I'm gonna put you on and look after you, and you still dog me out like shit. Yeah, I'm good off that. So, and I'm really gonna learn my partner, and I feel like the one red flag it should have been was when like when I'm not saying I gave it up too quickly, but like I kind of like no, like we had, I'm not saying that I get quickly, because like we did have a conversation, we did FaceTime and all that, but like when I really didn't really like take like the extra like months to get to know him, like I just like da da da, and he just da 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 too, and then he was just like, the reason why I didn't do what I do because you were easy. You didn't really let me fight. You didn't really give me a challenge. Like you were too easy. When I was giving you a challenge, and you literally told me to my face like, bro, if you made me wait any longer to get you, I would have left and moved on. Like, huh? Like what? Like, be so for real. Like, be real for yourself, sir. Like, be for real with your motherfucking self. So yeah, that was it. So it was just like I'm looking for certain things in a partner. Like I'm not like don't even know what to say for myself right now. Like I'm just exploring my options. There's no there's no link, there's no label, there's no oh excuse me guys. There's no link, there's no labels on anything. It's just me really like exploring my options, like really learning different partner, like the people I'm talking to. Like it's really just me learning about them, figuring if this is what I want to invest my time into, because nowadays like my time and money is very precious, baby. So like I have to figure out if it's worth it, if I really want to go face forward in it, like if I really want to do all this. Like I'm really trying to figure out like who are you, like who are you, like what are you, like who are you, like you know, who are you? Like, what are you? Not even what, like, what are you? Who are you? Like, for example, if your name is Brian, like, who are you, Brian? Like, are you compassionate? Are you smart? Are you caring? Are you educated? Like, are you loyal? Are you trustworthy? Like, who are you? Like, what type of person you are? Like, are you one of those guys who just, like, feel like showing emotions and loving is like a pussy activity, like it's just bad? Or you one of those dudes that don't mind like being like sitting down and being vulnerable and like having that one-on-one like heart-to-heart conversation? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? Like, what makes you you? Like, what makes you tick? What makes you talk? What makes you get up and like really like show out for your partner? Like, what makes you want to go the extra mile? Like, what do you like in a person? What do you don't like? You're this and this. Like, I'm really trying to figure that out. So like, this is what I'm not really claiming anybody yet, because I'm hearing like from a lot of people like, why you not in a relationship? Like, where's your man? Where's your partner? Like, this is a very romantic day, and I'm sitting here like I really haven't found the person to really like make me like tick tock move, like go the extra mile, like someone I can say, well damn, I'm gonna claim you, or damn, I'm gonna like do all that. Like I really haven't found that person yet. Like, so far, it's just, I love the conversation here, but I wish you were talkative. Or I love the conversation here, but I wish, you were more like creative in this area. And it's not like a me problem, it's just you don't have that, or I love this, but you don't only do this, so like, you know what I'm saying, like, you only go extra mile with me. Like, it's basically like me saying, it's like a nigga saying that I love to fuck, but you don't only give me that more than, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, it's just certain things I'm looking for in a partner. It's just like they'll probably have ABC, but they're lacking EFG, or they'll have HIJK and they'll be lacking element of P. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, I don't want to go the extra mile for somebody. Like, what I learned from Spicy was that I'm not gonna go the extra mile for somebody unless I feel secure as a whole. Like, if you want certain, like, the wifey package out of me, or you want something out of me, like, I want to see like how far you would go, like the extra mile. Like, would you actually push yourself to get to know me, or like figure out who I am, like, under all this trauma, like the vulnerability. Like, are you gonna judge me for it, like my past, what I've done to do things, what I've been through? Like, are you the judgy type, or are you the type to really like want to know why I am like this, or what in my past made me act the way now, and really want more for myself? Like, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to my butterflies? Oh, that makes sense. I'm really loving this makeup look. I don't know why, but I am. I really hate the heart that I made, because I'm not, like, I can draw, y'all, don't get me wrong, but like, I've never like really like drawn on my face like other creative makeup artists. But I'm gonna take some really sexy photos now and post them on my Instagram for Valentine's Day. So I hope y'all are having an amazing Valentine's Day. Y'all enjoying your Valentine's Day, and
If I told you all, how would you dip? Would you say what you actually did?